Hi everyone, my name is Wawa and I'm back with another viewer replay match, and this time it is gonna be on Delta Quadrant and it is gonna be a TVP matchup. We are gonna see MskiMorvhin here spawning as the purple Protoss at the bottom right position, and he's going up against the red Saren mentally AFK spawning at the bottom left position of the map. Now this is actually a very close spawning position for both these players. As you guys can see, it's very easy to get across from each other's maps through air, and for mentally AFK, you could just easily abuse air attacks or some drops because the expansion of MskiMorvhin is over here very close to his main, as he can just easily drop some siege tanks over here or some Taurs or some easily harassing Banshees. You could just fly over there and just easily kill them off. But then again, we might not see MskiMorvhin taking that back to expansion anytime soon, because there is those destructible debris over there, and it takes a really long time for those to be killed, as we are gonna see very basic openings right here for both these players. We are gonna see what do you call that, supply depot at the front of the base, so that's just gonna be a wall off, I guess, from mentally AFK. So this is actually not usual, I guess, if you're gonna go for a TVP matchup, as usually use that wall off to fight off some Zerglings where MskiMorvhin or the Protoss players doesn't really have, and we are seeing basic openings as well for our or our Protoss player just getting that gateway here right next to the Vestwing Gazer. So this is actually a very unique building placement from MskiMorvhin, putting that pylon over there at the backs to avoid any run-bys from any Hellions or whatnot, and putting that gateway over here to just keep that entrance really tight and packed, as we are seeing just a second pylon being built already for him. So yeah, we are gonna see a bunker completing this wall off right here by mentally AFK. So we might see a very macro style oriented Terran player right here, as he is building a bunker, and he might go for an early expansion right here at the destructible debris area, or what you call it, the next natural expansion, the backdoor expansion, as we are seeing the second assimilator being taken out by MskiMorvhin. So this is gonna actually lead us a little bit to believing that he might go for 2-gate and a robo, or he might go completely to 4-gate, as that's what we usually see when two assimilators are getting at a certain period of game. And we are seeing a factory here being built by mentally AFK, so he might see some 1-1-1 build. I'm not sure yet though, because it is still pretty early in the game, but it is very highly possible. But we should see some Hellion coming out of that factory and do some harassments. But then again, these buildings right here at the back is just gonna prevent those Hellions or just gonna give them very hard time to harass and just run by back here, as we are seeing MskiMorvhin putting more buildings right there at the back that's just gonna completely block off or stop any harassments, and also some backdoor drops, because there's gonna be little room to move and maneuver and to micro your marines or marauders and just move them around. They're just gonna be completely stuck here if they land there, or they're just gonna land here and be just not really do any much damage to that mineral line, as we are seeing a robo base. So this is a very weird build actually from our player Morvhin, as he is gonna make an immortal already. So this is a 1v2 robo, so we don't usually see this very often, but yeah, it is very not usually used on the higher scene, as we are seeing right here that mentally AFK is indeed going for a 1-1-1 build, as that starport is about to be completed, and also warp gate technology being complete research already by MskiMorvhin. I guess it's about time, so we might see a couple more gateways going down right here by MskiMorvhin, but not really right now, as he is chrono boosting, or not really chrono boosting, but he is making that immortal, and that immortal is already out. So there's only 2 units right now for MskiMorvhin, which is not really bad. But then again, there's a sentry over here too, so that's actually gonna hold off any attack that's gonna come out, well, any marauder push that's gonna come out. So I guess that's a good build, good opening for a Protoss player. It's gonna stop that marauder from coming in and doing some damage. And we are just seeing this SCB right here. I think he lost his way. I think I don't know, he's just chilling right there. And we are just seeing very typical openings right here for both players, as an SCVR didn't want to work anymore, and he's just standing right there, as we are seeing an observer right now gonna traverse through the fields and gonna try to scout as much information as he can. That's what an observer is made for, and that's what the only thing he's capable of. And he's also invisible, so yeah. All we are seeing is the Banshee already out here for Mentally AFK. So let's see how much damage we can do, or this match can do, as I think there are some mineral lines over there. No, there's no mineral line. I think that's a medevac, huh? I thought there was some mineral patch back there, but yeah. And here we go. I think the observer saw that there is a Banshee on the way, so I think he's just gonna move his units at the back, and I think also an Immortal. So I wish that Immortal could shoot up the air, as that Banshee is gonna die very quickly, if indeed that Immortal can shoot up the air. Anyway, we are seeing 3 Stalkers already at the back already, so MskiMorvhin, good job spotting that Banshee with the observer. Well, I guess you can say it's pretty lucky that he spotted that Banshee with that observer. And a robotics bay coming up right here for MskiMorvhin. So we are gonna be seeing some Colossal very soon. And Colossals are always very good, but then again, it's not that good if you don't have that much of a gateway build or gateway units. Even if you have like 6 Colossal, they just easily go down without any backup or any armor or any other units that's gonna take the damage for itself. It is actually the same that goes for the Banshees. As Banshees, you can also use them in the main army and not only for harassment, and Banshees just do terrible damage already by itself if it's in the army, and just adding cloak to it is just gonna be the nail in the coffin, especially if your army is mostly composed of zealots. So that's gonna be a very big factor. And we are just seeing basic units right now, as we are seeing Infernal Pre-Igniter. Wow, this is a surprise, seeing this from a Terran player just going up against a Protoss player, because Infernal Pre-Igniter doesn't really do that much damage to any of these units. Maybe the Zealot and the Sentry, and that's about it. But yeah, he doesn't really have, or he does have 3 Hellions right now on the field, so yeah, might do some damage. He could even actually one-shot some of those probes right here if he gets a one lucky bunch, but I don't think anyone's gonna come in there, or anyone's gonna be able to come in there and get out as very safe as they can be, as I think this is the only entrance that's possible, or maybe some drops from the back. That's very likely. But I don't think we have a medevac on the field yet. Yes, we do. We have one right now, and also a Raven and a Banshee. So here we go. This is actually a very scary army right now for Mentally AFK, as we are seeing that there is not really that much scary in MskiMorvhin's base. But then again, 2 Immortals, hey, those do a ton of damage to any armored units. But there's no armored unit right here. Let's look at any armor units. Maybe the Marauder. Are Marauders armored? Yes, they are Marauded. So like 3 shots from those Immortals can easily take out those Marauders. So Immortals doing a lot of damage, gonna do a lot of damage to those Marauders if indeed the clash does happen. And let's just keep looking at the production tab, and we are seeing a Phoenix being built right here for Morvhin. So I'm not sure what this is about. So maybe it's just to repel some of those Banshee harassments, but then again, he's not making any more Banshees at all. Mentally AFK, that is, as he's just making a lot of Marine and Marauder ball, as I don't think that MskiMorvhin even knows about. I'm wondering where that observer went, so I'm not sure. But here we go. We are gonna see a push right here from our player Mentally AFK, and is this gonna be successful though? I'm not really sure. Oh, there you go. The observer is right there in front of the base, just to spot up any possible scouting. Oh, so I think that MskiMorvhin did see that there was a push coming up, because there is, or the expansion or his nexus was cancelled, and he just cancelled it, and he just moved back into his base and just completely tried to play safe right now, as the auto turret is being placed right now. So I think this is a misplaced point defense drone right here, as I think he was expecting to do a clash right here, but then again, MskiMorvhin is not moving out anytime soon, as he does have 2 Immortals and a Colossus. So Colossus always good against Marine Marauder ball, but you need some of those units like the Stalker and the Those are the core units that's gonna do the rest of the damage to those enemy, especially with those medevacs healing all of those armies. It's just gonna be very hard for those more colossus to do damage by itself. And here we go, a scan going down right here. And are we gonna see the fight right now? And there we go, the fight is breaking out. Those colossus are gonna do tons of damage to those Marine Marauder Ball as they are just funneling through that ramp, and that ramp is gonna funnel them all the way, and those sentries and those aliens are gonna do a ton of damage, and they're gonna be forced to move back out as those all Marine Marauder Balls just disappeared. Wow, very quickly gone, as MskiMorvhin would barely lose anything at all. Wow, this is very good for MskiMorvhin, as he did not lose anything that much, and he's just gonna do a counter push right now. And I think we are seeing MentallyAFK very much in trouble, as he's just gonna hold his line at the back, and he doesn't really have an expansion, as an expansion is gonna go up right now. And also, I think this is still a very even match right now, as there are still 2 immortals on the field, so no expensive unit died in the MskiMorvhin's army. Even the Phoenix survived, so this is pretty much a surprise, as we do not see Phoenix surviving in the long run, and not even a damage from those colossus. So wow, this is very good right now for MskiMorvhin. He is in a very good position, as I think he's just waiting for the 3rd Colossus to come out before he does go for the push, as 2 more Zealots and a Starcraft is on the way, and also a Nexus is on the floor right now being built or being warped in. And MentallyAFK doesn't really have any units at all. He just has 6 medevacs and a handful of units, and I think he did say the probe just died, and pretty sure that MskiMorvhin is pretty confident right now to push out, as he does have 3 Colossus. Oh my god, that's very scary. 3 Colossus and 3 Phoenix to take out those medevacs. Those medevacs are just gonna run away to those Phoenixes, and more units being morphed right here. Wow, 7 Zealots and 7 Stalkers. Very good right now for MskiMorvhin. And here we go, we're gonna see the clash right here on the bigger ramp right now, and this time it's MskiMorvhin on the ramp, but it's not gonna be that much of a factor, as he is gonna take out a lot of the mental units AFK, and those are just gonna die very quickly to those 3 Colossus. Those Colossus barely even taking a damage. Wow, good job right there. GG for MentallyAFK. So wow, good job right there. Very good timing push for MentallyAFK, but then again, he didn't expect that there was a ton of units at the ramp. I don't know what happened though, maybe because he took a lot of initial damage from going up that ramp from those Colossus. So yeah, those Colossus did a ton of damage, and he didn't even focus on one of those Colossus at all, as he barely able to win it. But yeah, very good job right here for MskiMorvhin, and we are gonna see more matches right here in just a few moments. So for now, that's it. Bye.